What's happening, guys? John Lovell, Warrior Post Society, and today, I don't know why I'm already doing my knife hand. I mean, it must be a good video. If I'm already knife handing you, it must be good. We're talking about force multipliers today. Did you know that if you have certain pieces of gear, it can act like superpowers? Now, while I'm serious about kit and it can really expand your capability, I thought it would be fun, and because it's YouTube, to relate the superpower to actual like superheroes that have that capability. Stay tuned, we got 12 of these to rattle off, and I saved the best for last. Let's dive in. Here's the magical tailgate, and every time I drop this, we see a new superpower that's gonna unlock, and this first one shouldn't surprise anyone at all. It is a firearm. I know, who would have seen that coming? A gun allows you to be violent at a distance, and I think Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars really exemplifies this.
So be it.
And he's able to do that, and he like zaps you from across the room. He doesn't have to get right up in your business. He can like zap you from afar. Anyway, a gun is a force multiplier. It's like having a superpower. Imagine going back into like ancient Rome. You would remember my name to this day. All right, guys, your second superpower. Now we're getting a little bit sexier, a little bit more provocative. Let's go to our magical tailgate, and boom, there it is. This is a thermal. You can run, but you can't hide. Of like, go out into the darkness or whatever else. If I'm scanning a perimeter, I can just kind of hit it like that, sweep the area, and any heat signature that differs from the ambient temperature around me, I'll be able to spot you from a long way off. Thermal is a superpower. And I think the best one that embodies this is the Predator. You too can see like the Predator if you spend a little bit of coin on this. Thermals are expensive. You get what you pay for. This is a Hogster VOX by Bearing Optics. I like it because it's handheld and you can also do a clip-on. It's not that much in terms of thermals. You can spend a whole lot on this, and I got a few other options as well, but this is what I brought today. This is kind of good to put in my kit, and then I can just pop out and be able to look around. But thermal, pretty cool superpower. All right, picking up some speed. Third superpower, camouflage right there. There it is. Here you go. Check it out. And there we go, camouflage. You probably didn't even see me right away because of camouflage. Best superhero that exemplifies camouflage, I think you'd have to go to the trained ninja master, Batman himself.
Tell all your friends about me.
Master of camouflage. Camouflage is great because you can't fight what you can't see, and if you can blend into your surroundings and never even see you coming, that's a real good force multiplier right there. Camouflage is awesome. And now superpower number 4, let's go to it. No surprises here, it's body armor. Body armor is a superpower. Now I'm able to be hit in vitals and live through it. Like Superman, bullets just bounce off of him. It's not quite as good as being Superman, and it doesn't let you fly. It actually slow you down. Can't see through stuff or do the thermal vision thing. Really, it doesn't make you like Superman in any way, except that if you get shot in this spot or in the back spot, you'll probably live. But body armor is a superpower. It's amazing. You should have body armor. It's a good idea. Do you ever feel like you spend over 12 years learning in school and your education is crap? If you're honest, you just don't know nearly the stuff that you should have known. And as an adult, I really had to go back and start taking other courses. I'm so glad that this video is sponsored by Hillsdale College. Hillsdale is offering 40 online courses to you for free if you just go to hillsdale.edu/WPS. One of my favorites is the Marxism, Socialism, and Communism class. Holy cow, to really get in the minds of some of these Marxists, track the movement, how they think. We are at war with it right here in the United States, and a lot of the political divide, it's actually ideologically driven from these presuppositional Marxist ideas, and it's in everything. Knowledge, guys, is like a superpower. It's like being Data on Star Trek, but a far more winsome, charismatic one. And all you have to do is go to hillsdale.edu/WPS. That's hillsdale.edu/WPS, and you can take free courses and get your learn on. Back to the video. All right, moving right along, superpower number 5. Here we go. Oh, look at this. It's not just the rifle. Really, it's any ability that you can see a super long distance. So here is a scope. It also could have been binoculars or a spotting scope or a rangefinder. Anything that lets you see really far gives you the powers of Legolas.
Legolas, what do your elf eyes see?
And you can be able to, like it's a superpower, you can see crazy far distances.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard!
And then you can shoot them. But the superpower in this case is you can see really, really far. That's pretty darn cool. It's a superpower, and that superpower belongs to Legolas. If you got someone else, help me out. I'm flying solo, but not blind. Legolas eyes, you know? Let's see 6. All right, guys, superpower number 6. Most bad guys are out at night. How would you like to be able to see in the dark? Boom, there it is. Night vision is a superpower. You're able to see in the dark. And now, donning my hard hat, I am like Judge Dredd. Bam! Superpower, Judge Dredd style. Though right now I can't actually see anything because it's daytime. I don't want to put on my nods. But Judge Dredd style. This one was tough because there's a lot of superheroes that can see in the dark. But I like Judge Dredd, and so I chose him. Really more because I like him. Then that was the best option. Oh, magical tailgate. What other treasures do you have? And now, superpower number 7. How would you like to know exactly where you are, where you want to go, and the best routes to get there? Consider Aragorn, son of Arathorn, who was like a human GPS. He always knew exactly where he was. And he never had a map, he never had a compass, he was a human GPS. You too could be Aragorn, son of Arathorn, wielder of Anduril, the Flame of the West, who is navigating toward Mordor and doing all kinds of stuff. True story, guys. GPS. Guys, I think number 8 would blow Aragorn's mind, and this is it. Communication device. Now you don't have to be directly with someone, you don't have to send a messenger. This is a superpower in that it allows you to speak to people far away and to hear what they have to say from far away. It's kind of like Professor Xavier's telepathy. You can speak to people and hear their thoughts of like, man, that's a radio. That's also your cell phone.
These lights represent every living person on the planet.
But communications, it's a big deal. It's a superpower. And number 9, how would you like to be able to blow stuff up? Explosives are a force multiplier. It takes a force and multiplies it into many smaller versions of itself. This is kind of the lame version. I'm used to the old military-tastic stuff where you could have, you know, shaped charges that put a hole in the world. Now we're dealing with tannerite, which is like demo with training wheels. But at least it's something, and when in doubt, you just use more and more. Anything that goes bang on a really big level, it's a force multiplier. That the orc had at Helm's Deep. I know this probably doesn't count, and everyone's like, what? That's the superpower? Out of all the, you know, like blow stuff up far away, I'm choosing the berserker orc at Helm's Deep that blew a hole in the wall. And really turned the tide of the battle for the orcs. So demo is a force multiplier. And we're gone. At number 10, here we go. Force multiplier. It's a superpower to have, it's heavy, to have a bullet which can punch through ballistic barriers. Bad guys get down behind cover and concealment, and this gun says, ha. It's like Cyclops, who's able to use his magical ray vision to punch through ballistic barriers and stuff, of like, Cyclops turns cover into not cover. It's a force multiplier, it's a superpower. Oh, putting it back. And next superpower, it's medical. I know this just looks like a lame old backpack, but here I have like a CPR mask in here. This always is with me in my vehicle. I have multiple like blowout trauma kits. So we are ready to go in these. I usually have a smaller version in my everyday carry backpack, but this is like my bigger bag. So like mass casualty event, I'm good to go. Tourniquets, I mean glucose paste. I carry an AED back here as well. And then here on my war belt, I've also got this, so I'm always carrying around medical with me wherever I go. This is the superpower in that somebody that's bleeding out, shot, they are dying, you can rescue them, you can save their life. This gives you a superpower not unlike Lucy Pevensey in Chronicles of Narnia, who was given by the great messianic figure Aslan the Lion this special cordial of magical potion which could heal the sick and the mortally wounded. You could be like Lucy. You'd be taller and you've seen less talking lions.
Aslan.
But other than that, you'd be exactly like Lucy and that superpower. Guys, we need to pause a moment. This is number 12. We were racing through them all, and now all of a sudden we're at 12 and we're reaching the end of the video. Here's a force multiplier for you. Imagine superhuman strength. Wouldn't that be a good thing? Now, I would just say, hey, and it's the longer way around, I would just say, hey, fitness is a force multiplier. That's imagine being able to run really fast and really, really far and pick stuff up and then smash people and, you know, squeeze the life out of them. I'm like, that it's like a superpower. Jiu-jitsu, it's a superpower. However, the video, it's really more like gear and equipment. This is stuff that you can hold in your hand, and I can't just be like fitness. So it needs to be a thing for fitness. And I think the best thing that embodies that, it's steroids. And this actually isn't steroids, this is potassium iodide. Steroids are like a superpower. You could be like Garand Thumb and his superpowers.
How did Mike get put on 40 pounds of lean mass in under 6 months?
Dude got jacked real quick.
I drink a lot of milk.
By the way, don't take steroids.
That sounds completely natural to me.
But I love Mike. Mike, love you and your new muscles. Guys, that's it. 12 superpowers that you can buy yourself. That's pretty darn cool. Stop thinking in terms of just getting as many guns as you can and instead thin out that herd just a little bit and instead put your stuff into things that give you greater and greater capabilities and you'll be better for it. It's superpowers that you can buy, all except the last one. Don't do the last one again. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment where you think I could have done better with what superpower would be covered by what superhero, and what superpower did I just completely miss? What would have been a 13th? I can think of a 13th right now of a gas mask. And what superhero would have embodied that? Darth Vader. He wore a gas mask everywhere he went. Maybe, you know, he wasn't even really good with a lightsaber and it was the mask that did. We don't know the ramifications of wearing a gas mask all the time, every day. It's not like we're covering our masked face. COVID. Never mind. Yeah, that didn't really help. I can't end this video. Guys, see you next time. Train hard, train smart.